We make it boom, boom, boom. We make it boom. Okay, we're live. What's this? Uh, shit, real quick. Okay, we're live. Okay. Saturday stream. Ooh, 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 ooh. Weekly market recap of how I ended up with a negative 4 RR. I made like 3 mistakes this week, right? Which all leaded to a negative 1, negative 1, negative 1. Let's go over it. Fantastic week and get straight into it. When I'm talking about the lessons and improvements we can have and the mistakes as well. How can we improve from it? How can we never make it again? Right? And the solutions to it, right? As well as any other things, right? Let's get straight into it, right? Weekly time frame, high time frame buys throughout the whole week was bullish. Weekly CRT to the upside. Daily on Monday, Monday I never had a trading set. I never had a trading setup because we were trading in this, this Friday range. So, my first trade was actually I was in deep profit, but I didn't even do partialing there. But yeah, so Monday I had a setup. It was a loss. I made a mistake. What was the mistake? I'm not gonna even go draw it down because that's not a trade I'm supposed to be taking, right? So on Monday we took a setup right over here. This 1 a.m. 5 a.m. candle. We took a setup, and what happened inside the setup was basically we traded inside this range, right? How come is this right over here our range and not this bullish and bearish candle? Because what I thought because I was greedy that time. It was like, okay, I'm trying to make an excuse to get in a trade, right? Because every time you make a mistake, it's simply by being greedy, right? So I was greedy to get in a trade. Guess what? The market stopped me out, right? You can see right over here. This right over here was not our range. How come this not our range? It was these range right over here, simply because of the higher time frame CRT. And the higher time frame, that low, the range low and the range high are CRT highs and CRT low. And I'm happy this week, very happy. Why? Although I made mistakes, although I lost negative 4 RR, I found out how to pick the right range dynamic. So the picking the right range dynamic in a 4-hour time frame is simply by the higher time frame CRT. Right? The higher time frame CRT is how you find the right range dynamic on the 4-hour time frame, because in the 4-hour time frame, you never want to trade inside the range. You only want to execute once the range high and the range low has been purged. And how do you find if you're in the range? Simply by looking at the range right over here. Is range low at higher time frame CRT low? It is range high at higher time frame CRT high, yes or no? And this range high, range low should not be purged, right? So yeah, in this case, range high, range low did not be purged, so we're not looking to use that, right? In this case, that's why we took a loss, simply because we said it's traded inside the range, because inside the range you never want to execute because there's buyers and sellers, there's dumb money in the market constantly buying and selling, right? That's why that happened, right? Now on Tuesday there was no setup. Market did give a setup here. It definitely did give a setup at the the 5 a.m. candle, but the CRT low, it was not a legit low, so I did not take it. And yeah, that's the only reason I take it. You can see the market push right back down. Wednesday is my second mistake I made right over here. The second mistake I made on Wednesday was basically me. What I did on Monday is basically I was looking for every day here. I was looking for a New York reversal, New York reversal, New York reversal, right? And on Wednesday, my mistake was if you go to lower time frame, this one I have to draw it down. But we all had the same bias here, right? And on Wednesday we had a kindish midweek reversal, which it was a midweek reversal. We had a daily CRT to the upside, daily IRL to ERL. In this case, you can see we did have a daily CRT to the upside right over here, right? As well, we had a daily IRL to ERL, so I thought I was looking for longs here. They were looking good for me, right? But I had to have drawn liquidity as well. You can see we had that bias, and to my trade, what was the mistake here? The mistake was simply when I had this setup right over here, we did have a range. How come it's just a range high, range low, and this is not a range high? simply because this high is not the higher time for CRT high, right? This high right here is the higher time for CRT high, so we're going back out of that range. So we're in a bigger range, we're in a macro range, dude. Eventually we're in a micro range, right? Macro, micro, right? Eventually, over here the range low got purged, so we want to buy. So there's a lower time frame for execution, which we made a mistake here, right? And the lesson from this specific trade was specifically because of the lesson from the trade was when I executed the trade right over here, right? This is the model one I executed on, and we had a loss, right? What was the mistake here? It was not a legit low, the CRT low, and we did not have the right time to purge, right? You can see we did have an S&P divergence with the quality pair right over here with GU, but this S&P divergence right over here was a false S&P divergence, which this S&P divergence, yes, it is true, but it's not type of S&P divergence I'm looking at. The only time I should be looking for an S&P divergence is with the CRT high and CRT low. In this case, both of the pairs pairs out the CRT low. So if there's an S&P that happens, I shouldn't really care about it, right? The only thing I should care about is my other rules that are there, like such as having a legit low. So I'm supposed to be looking for this low to get purged. I'm supposed to be looking for a right time to purge, which is between 6 a.m., right? And that led me to take a trade, made a false, which I'm very happy. There's a new mistake I made. So yeah, and the lesson from this trade was basically just to look for SMT that occurred at the CRT highs or CRT lows, right? That was the only lesson I had. And on Thursday, we had no setup. Thursday, we did have a setup here for a near continuation, right? It was very clear. Our target was all over here to the 50% mark and the CRT high. How come we're all to the CRT high right over here? Simply because of the, let me go mark it down real quick right over here, right? Why was our target over here? All over here, since it's a Thursday, right? And you guys know on Thursday, we don't want to go for a huge target because market needs to close at a fair price, right? Thursday and Friday needs to close at a fair price. But we had a mid-week reversal, so that means Thursday should be a big expansion candle to the upside or downside, right? In this case, to the upside, right? So if we go to the hourly time frame, I did have an entry here. But the entry offered less than 2 RR, so I did not proceed to take it, right? That's a TOT low. As you guys know, for near continuation, it happens starting from 8 a.m. So we had actually divergence with the 7 a.m. candle. Let me go get it right over here. I see divergence with the quality pair, but a 15-minute time frame. I mean 5 minutes for the execution because time from alignment. Right over here, you can see S&P divergence, and this trade did give it a setup here, perfect setup, beautiful setup, but the RR was off to the initial take profit, which is right over here, right? So the CRT high should be offering us a 2 RR, simply because why? Because now I'm guaranteed to make a 2 RR, right? And the bonus rewards are not guaranteed to get there at that point. So that's why I needed a 2 RR at least to the initial goal, which is right over here, right? You can see I need a 2 RR, which already got 0.54 RR, so I didn't take the trade. But target 1 was right over here. The 2 RR, target 2, which was all over here for a 5 RR, right? Yes, over here give us a more RR, but I need to initial take profit. I need at least a 2 RR, right? Which I didn't have, which is fine, right? Because we want to focus on the highest probably setups, right? But that was the only setup we had, and that setup offered the 2 RRs, and I take it. So on Friday was the next day. The Friday I made another mistake here. I first trade was a beautiful trade, but I was saying we had that same pass here. We had maybe reversal to the upside. We had a daily discount area got tapped, so golden range high. We had a daily IRL to ERL. We had a 4-hour IRL to ERL. We had a 4-hour CRT to the upside. Right, we were looking for a near reversal profile one. We had a bullish order flow. So our narrative was overall throughout the whole week bullish, right? And you can see right here in the 4-hour time frame, you can see the market pressure, the CRT low. The CRT low did not have a legit low, so we're looking for this low to get pressed again. Boom, it got pressed. Right, it got pressed again. And I'm looking at this specific time of the bridge, which is supposed to be at between 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Right? You can see this bridge did not happen at the right time, so market pressed right back down. Eventually, at 6 a.m., market pressed below the 5:45 a.m. candle low, so that was the right time to purge. And I was looking to enter that trade, enter there, stop loss right over here. And thing here, although you could say, well, like, oh, isn't it Friday supposed to close at a fair price? It's a midweek reversal, so Friday should have been a continuation instead of a retracement, right? So that's that, right? You can see market that it was an entry, instantly stopped us out, which is fantastic because if you're like basically this day Pacific day, there was a lot of news, so market should be moving faster. Right? If you're wrong, market should stop you out instantly, like fast, relatively fast. If you're wrong, I mean, if you're wrong, right? If you're right, market should relatively go fast to your, target price. Eventually, where did the mistake come from? This trade right here, I follow all my rules, right? I had the Pacific time that purge at the legit low, getting legit low got purged, right? This low was not legit low, so I'm looking at this other low to get purged, and that's what we had. Where does the mistake come from here? The mistake comes from the next trade that we took, right? I took 2 trades in a day, so I just lost an unnecessary loss. Because although this right here offered the perfect setup, just our box was wrong, right? Probability game, and this one just forced it, and eventually, guess what happened? Market hit our target one right over here, but I did not break even. But starting from now on, I will go for the 50% mark as a take profit, right? And a break even, but I will not partial too much on the 50% mark. I'll just partial less than usual, right? Eventually, you can see market did come back down, plummet to the stop downside, hit our stop loss right over here, right? Because that's what happened right over here. And yeah, that is our weekly market recap. Now let's go over our improvements we can have, right? The first improvement is I wake up at 5 a.m. every single day, regardless of how I feel, regardless of the new graduation, or regardless of whatever time I'm trading. I wake up at 5 a.m., right? Next improvement we can have is I only care about the estimated divergence that occurs at the CRT high or CRT low. If both pairs purchase the CRT high or CRT low, and I get an estimated divergence, but if that estimated divergence breaks any other rule, such as having a legit low and having the right time to purge, I will. I mean, not I will. I do not enter the trade because that SMT breaks my other rules, right? The only time I care about SMT divergence that happens between 6 a. The only time I care about SMT divergence that is with the CRT highs and CRT lows, right? Other than that, I don't really care about it. And what else? Don't trade. I'm not gonna trade. I do not trade inside the range, right? Why am I saying I? Because this I will is like a weaker word to say. We will it's not like a less trusty word to say. So I say I more than will, right? The next improvement we can have is not trading inside the range. I do not trade inside the range simply because what I'm saying, buyers or sellers is constantly buying and selling, right? So that means you're eventually get stopped out because market needs to do a breakout outside of one side of the range, right? Eventually manipulate that high or low, eventually go the other way around. You're gonna get stopped out, right? And how do we know pick the right range dynamic? Because it's objective, not objective. The way to pick it right is by literally, because for us, I only use my range dynamic during a 4-hour time frame, right? Because I can't use an hourly time frame, I can't use it on a 4 hour, I can't use it on a daily. For my range dynamic, specifically for narrative, is meant for the 4-hour time frame, right? And how to pick the right range dynamic is by simply going to a higher time frame, going on the daily or weekly, right? Looking for there being a or monthly, I mean, right? All any time frame above the 4-hour time frame, right? And look in there. Okay, is this range dynamic low on the 4-hour time frame? Low is the higher time frame CRT low or not, right? If it's not the CRT low or the higher time frame, I'm not gonna disregard that as our range dynamic, right? If I to go to different low, is this range dynamic low a higher time frame CRT low? Yes, okay, there's gonna be a range high. Okay, what about this side? This high right over here is a higher time frame CRT high, right? And for the range high, range low, the range CRT high, CRT low, the higher time frame should not be purged, right? Unless once the extreme side of the, once the extreme side of the range gets purged like this, eventually then we can look for a trade here, right? In this case, in this trade with this specific example, neither side of the range got purged, so we want to only execute once the range low got purged. You can see range low got purged right over here. We want to buy, right? How come is this range dynamic still valid although that higher time frame CRT got invalidated? How come is it still valid? Simply because of range dynamic, right? Range dynamic is subjective. It's not gonna be, although the CRT got disrespected, this range is still effective, right, in a market because the range high has not been purged out yet, right? You can see market purged out the range low, get a huge balance up to the upside. Even we got another micro range right over here, range dynamic. This is the higher time frame. This range low right over here is the higher time frame CRT low. Market pushed it out and eventually went to the range micro range dynamic high, right? You can see how that makes sense. And what's the next improvement we can have from this week is by is by taking one trade a session, regardless of the news or anything else. Right, taking one trade per day. I mean, not per session, per day. Why taking only one trade per day is the best? Simply because a human mind can't do more than two choices a day about money, right? So if you take one trade and you don't have a rule, we can only take one trade. You're gonna take a next trade. Eventually, your mind can't do more than two choices a day for like things that involve money, right? And trading, as you guys know, always involves money. When you enter a trade, you either make money or lose money, right? So that's why, and the only reason I'll do one is because to have the sharpest and to have the highest probability, right? So it makes me take the highest probability setup, makes me try to do a one shot, one kill, right? And the last improvement we can have is simply by being satisfied by building good habits, right? Satisfaction, right? We're gonna be satisfied because if you're not satisfied, when you build good habits, your mind can be like, oh yeah, I'm not getting nothing from this, right? If you're satisfied, like, oh yeah, kind of happy because I followed my rules, I built good habits. Although the day went on a red, but I followed my rules, it's still a green day for me, right? For my strategy, for my emotions, right? But if I go on a green day, but I build bad habit, that day can be specifically a red day for me because I didn't have good habits, broke my rule because my rules are set to help me for a long term game where I'm profitable in the long term. And every time I pick the short term over the long term, like either I pick to be a professional trader or a reckless gambler. If I'm picking a reckless gambler, I'm picking my short term desires over my long term success, right? So yeah, this is my weekly market recap. Use lessons. I will look at this video again. Yeah, but yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Yes, sir, Ski Chad. That was good. And now we're gonna do a weekly market forecast. So anybody down with that? We want to do that weekly market forecast. I'm gonna start from the 12-month scale instead of with daily, right? So let's get into it. But yeah, what month are we in? We're the second month. Sirski, so our past 3 months are boss on being point. What's good, my boy Chris G? What's good? What's good, man? So let's do a 12-month. This is my market forecast of EURUSD, GPUZ, and DXY. I'll be doing EURUSD, but you could do the same thing on GPUZ and DXY. That's gonna be your homework because if you're down for that. But let's get straight into our 12-month time frame market forecast, weekly market forecast. Let's get straight into it, right? In the 12-month time frame, we press the CRT low. We're gonna go to the CRT high. On a 3-month time frame, what do we have here? 3-month, we press the CRT low, we're gonna CRT high, right? We have a key level to the 3-month CRT low, right? To the CRT. So to the monthly time frame, what do we have here? We have a daily range. Market pressed out a range low, range high, and we're automatically in a range. Discount premium, right? You see recently we went from a premium ERL to discounted IRL. From this discounted IRL, we're going to the premium ERL, right? All over here to the 12-month CRT high, right? Eventually, this kind of area of the daily range got hit, so we're going daily range high or the drawn liquidity. On a monthly time frame, we have a monthly CRT, right? CRT low got purged. Want to go to a CRT high, so drawn liquidity first is right over here. Second drawn liquidity is right over here. Third, fourth, and fifth. But they're here, right? Let's go to the weekly time frame. Weekly, we're currently at CRT right over here. CRT low got purged. We want to go to the CRT high right over here. On a daily, what do we have here? Daily, we have a daily. Let me see. What do we have in a daily time frame? Daily, currently, we could go from a daily CRT to the upside. We could as well keep in mind, we could definitely push all the way down here. But I don't see it happening. It could definitely happen because we have a weekly CRT right over here, right? This weekly CRT looking at purge, you can go back up higher. But you can see this CRT right over here could deliver it back to the upside. Targeting our first target right over here. Second target, we go from a daily IRL, this fair value gap, because this other fair value got inversed again. 8 IVGs, but we can see we can go from daily IRL, this fair value gap, IVG, to ERL or this ERL or this ERL, right? Eventually move on from there. And what else we have here? That's it. And this is the fourth week of the month. Keep in mind, it's the fourth week of the month where the market should be closing in a fair price, right? So this week, I am looking like first week was a manipulation, second week is an expansion, third week was a retracement. I feel like this last week of the open high low close concept of the monthly time frame, I feel like this week should be expansion week. We got like because first week accumulation, manipulation. I mean accumulation, manipulation, expansion. This can should have been expansion, but it did a retracement. Eventually, next candle should be expansion because after the manipulation candle, usually the next candles are going to be expansion candles, right? And it's a 12 month, it's a monthly open high low close concept. The first week is going to be usually this case should have been a accumulation, but it looks like it became a manipulation because it's not going to be perfect, right? So manipulation candle first week, second week is an expansion candle, third week is probably going to be retracement because just did expansion candle. Eventually, the fourth week could do another expansion to the upside, right? That's what I have my hard typing market forecast for EUUSD. Thank you for watching. Join our Discord. I'll see you guys on Discord. Peace out. Simple as that, right? Nothing complicated. Only 3-minute video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. But that's that chat. And yeah, that's the hard typing bias right over there. Lessons. So chat, from now on, I'm gonna go for the 50% mark of the CRT as a take profit as well. But I will partial less than initial, right? I will let partial like probably like 10% because man, the 50% mark, the risk reward ratio is really off, right? Most of the time is always off. So I'm going to risk less, but it is a good break even point. You could definitely break even on the 50% mark and literally save yourself a lot, right? Save yourself a lot of, losses, right? So from now on, 50% mark is going to be a take profit until further notice, until I get a point where I don't need it again, right? As of right now, I do need it, but we're still up by like a lot of RR. I'm up still 18 RR, right? The 14 RR trade is still up a lot. Well, we had 4 losses this week. It's still up a lot, right? That these losses are like normal to me, right? As you guys know, I have a 40% win rate. I don't know you guys' win rate, but my win rate is 40%. So losses are very normal to me. I see losses. My mind can literally accept more than like 30 losses in the month, right? Because accept more than 30 losses, right? I don't even take 30 trades in a month. I only take like 5 trades, like maximum in a month, right? But yeah, my mind can comprehend a lot of losses because you guys know this. The less winner you have, the more more loss you're gonna have, right? Yes, 50% to take profit. Hell yeah, man. Friday was brutal, man. Friday was brutal. I broke a rule, but that right there was brutal, bro. Market said, hell no, I want to push up no more. But you the one the market likes to do. He usually likes to go back up here, press out the high, then go low, right? Because market likes to press out the newest high or newest low, then eventually go to the opposite way. In this case, it didn't even do that; it just reversed. But you see this line right over here. It went to the weekly opening price. That's why, because market needs to close in a fair price, right? So that's what the market did that for. But yeah, 50% mark is definitely a take profit from now on. But yeah, that's that. And what else we gotta cover here? Crypto has been crazy, bro. Like my bags are been crazy as well. My bags, this one's currently pumping. I have multiple other bags, but I don't share it in the public because I don't want to be giving you guys something you guys may lose money on, right? This one, if you were to take any of these trades, you would have been down a lot, right? That's why these trades, when I take these trades, I take it with no emotions. I take it with accepted risk, right? This trade I lost, I think 1,000. This trade I lost about 1,000 again. So I think I lost way more on this and this, right? But keep in mind, I'm still in these trades, by the way. I'm holding it, diamond handing it, right? But you guys gotta know, you gotta accept the risk, right? Just losing money is part of the game. You can't just come in a market and be like, oh, I'm not gonna lose, right? But yeah, that's that. Solana currently is our next investment we have right over here. Let's see if Solana gonna push back down here. Solana. Let's see. The Solana has still have not given us our confirmation to the CRT here. So let's see if we're gonna get a We still have not have a confirmation here. So I may take a your chat. I may take a leverage trade on this trade. I may take a leverage. I may have to go get some, I may have to leverage chat. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is too beautiful, bro. Like I may do like a 30x leverage on Solana, bro. It's beautiful. If it goes already here, we're gonna make at least a 1x. I mean, not a 1x. We're gonna make like at least like a 400% gain. The leverage trading. I may do it though, cause bro, this looks beautiful. I may risk $500 of worth of leverage, which is not that much, but that $500 in a leverage can go up a lot, man. Instead of a spot, if I do a spot position, bro, I'm not gonna make nothing. Probably gonna that the $500 can probably go to like probably like 1,000 max, and that's all the way to like $330, right? If I'm leveraging, I'm just going to the target goal, which is right over here. Once it's the 50% mark of this, that's where we cash it out, man. 50% mark of this daily monthly CRT give you one of our take profit. But chat, I feel you guys are currently buying Solana at this price point. You buying it very cheap, bro. You guys buying it very cheap. I mean, you guys could wait till you guys could do this, right? You could either wait for the CIZ confirmation or just buy out of this. Or I mean, I suggest you guys always wait for the confirmation, but because if you don't wait for confirmation and you think you're gonna go high from here, right, you can think probably gonna have a little bit better price entry from the model, the model one's all over here, right? You're probably gonna think gonna have a little bit price entry. You actually not. It's market going to go back down to this other low to the 154. Then push up high from here. Keep that in mind as well, chat. Don't let that ruin you, because all gonna get cooked. But Bitcoin has been tripping as well, man. Bitcoin has been tripping. Let's see what Bitcoin does here. Let's see if we see some bullishness here. Guys, they talked about, what did they talk about? They talked about something like North Korea ETH reserve. So I mean that's from the $1.5 billion they stole from the Bybit. Yeah, man. I may go do a Solana trade for like I may risk 500x leverage. But yeah, I may risk 500x leverage on Solana, and let's see how that goes. Let me see. Let me see, chat. Let me see how much is it gonna be. 500. Let me see. Okay. So if I risk 500. So how many? What's the best leverage? What's the best crypto leverage? Let me check in Twitter. Best crypto aggressive leverage. Because when I do my leverage, I only go for like a 30x, like not a 30x leverage. I mean a 3x leverage, which is not that much. I personally like the approach of cross chain. Let's see. POS happy. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. He says 3 high leverage. Okay, so let me see. Okay, exit A, exit A. Okay, okay. So a 50x leverage should be good then. Okay, we got 50x leverage. Yeah, I mean, probably gonna lose it quick as hell though. But yeah, 50x leverage. So okay. So what if I entered? I don't trade crypto. Yeah, yeah. You shouldn't. You shouldn't, brother. You shouldn't, brother. This is like set the risk. I'm saying. Let me. I'm just calculating right now. 290. I could be making 16,000, $256. You use Bybit. The one was hacked off. Nah, I use Coinbase, bro. I use Coinbase and Dolphin. It's crazy. Bybit got hacked. I don't know how. I don't know how they called it got hacked though. Like how? Oh, cause it's a centralized bank. It's a centralized exchange, so you definitely get hacked. I mean, it's easy. 10x leverage instead of 500K. Bro, I may need to do this, bro. Let me see. Let me see. But if I get only if I get the confirmation. If I get the confirmation, bro, we doing it. We can make like a 3 band here. We can make 3 bands. 3 bandos. Like 3 bandos. Bro, after I make that 3 bandos, I'm probably not gonna make it, but to accept the risk, I'm gonna just play around with it a little. I may just play around a little bit, you know what I mean? See, let me see how much I have so long right now. Let me see how much so long I have right now. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I understand. I understand. It's fine. It's fine. Definitely do better. Hey, sure. Okay, so I have enough to do it. Okay. I have way more than enough. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna reach 500 though. Should be enough. That should be enough. 500 should be enough. I should do more. If I do more 500, may have a more of a risk of ruin. Yeah. We go see if Bluff even allows me to do it again. Let me see if Bluff allows me. Because they can only let me allow me to trade with 1,000 position size. $1,000 position size per trade. The freaking goofy asses, bro. Yeah, chat. This is it. Thank you for watching. I'll pull up the video. This is enough. See, very simple, very easy. Got it done quick. Right. See you guys later. Make sure you guys, you guys are following your rules. Don't mess up. See you guys later. Peace out.